What's up everybody, it's Tagakudo here. Today I'm going to be talking about something I don't appreciate from the new patch. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So with the new patch notes, it looks like they changed like a lot of good things, a lot of good changes. Some necessary nerfs to like perception, super counters. Although personally, I believe that super counters are so much easier than they were before. But that's just me. I still feel like you can still super counter spam and you can like get one off early into somebody's combo. I've had it happen to me and I've seen it happen to other people. So I mean, it feels like not much of that changed, unfortunately, but still in the right direction. Some quality of life stuff like the new game mode, new characters came out with the patch, like a lot of good things for the game. But there's one thing I don't understand why they nerfed it. Like I don't think it was said in the patch notes. I don't think it was even mentioned until people started trying it out. So with that, I want to talk about the issue. Or the issue I believe is an issue, because some people don't mind it. I don't really mind it as much, but I still find it unnecessary. Which is the combo resets or the combo extensions that you do with the leg sweeps. So before, you could leg sweep somebody and then do it again, and it basically resets your combo, right? Obviously, like whenever you try to do it, you have to like try to get behind them, you have to open them up, you have to do some kind of mix up sometimes, not all the time, to be able to perform it. Which is why a lot of people don't like understand like my perspective. It's like I don't see it as cheese, because you actually have to use mechanics of the game. You have to input the commands you need to do for the combo in order to get it off. Sometimes you can get it off without going into a combo, just sidestepping, etc., etc. But personally, I think it shouldn't have been nerfed at all, in my opinion. I feel like it was something that was super easy to get out of. It was something super easy to counter, especially because whenever you counter it, you vanish right behind the opponent. And whenever you vanish right behind the opponent, you can punish them with your own combo. So, and I mean, other people use it for other reasons too. Like some people would do it because just to counteract people just spamming super counters, which is valid, it's fine. Some other people use it to do mix-ups to get off more damage, especially for people that like to use mid to low tier characters, like Goku Black being 6 DP. He's basically a mid-tier character. Like Turles, I think he's like 4 or 5 DP. So like some people want to use their favorite characters, and that was something that allowed people to mitigate the people that chose like meta characters like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or MUI Goku or any like high DP character that just outputs so much damage compared to those. And it made it really competitive in a way, because not only can you just do the leg sweep, but you don't have to do it again. Like you actually don't have to do it again. You could have done like a step in stun attack, like the gut punch or whatever, or you could have just started off with the normal combo, right? So, but you know that when somebody does it, they eventually want to do it again. They want to reset the combo again. Technically speaking, you can still do it, but it's not the same as it used to be. But it's a little bit scary to think about, because it allowed for a more diverse playstyle and not having to just do the same old combo strings with the same like middle input of like attacks that you see anybody else do in the match. It just looks boring. You just get tired of looking at that thing. You just have to compete with people that can do the very same thing but with higher tier characters. And I believe there was a level of skill gap for people that just couldn't handle the low sweep, because when I used it, and I usually play within or fight people in the high tier or high ranked players like Z rank, high S ranks, etc. They struggled to counter it. They really struggled. So I just get free licks off of them, even though you can just banish it. And it was like, it kind of set people apart. So people that understood the mechanics of the game and people that just didn't, then they relied too much on the character themselves or the gimmicks of the characters themselves, while other people that use other characters try to use other ways to other fighting techniques to implement into their own playstyle to get around that, right? And so there wasn't really, like, for me personally, there wasn't much I complained about whenever facing people that could do the same thing. I knew how to get out of it, especially, and I was really cool with it because all you really had to do was vanish, and you vanish behind your opponent and you can just punish them for it. It wasn't super, like, cheesy in my opinion. It wasn't something that you quickly realize you can't keep doing it whenever somebody knows how to vanish out of it. So that's whenever you have to do mix-ups and try to get them, and you can maybe still get the low sweeps off, but for against people that understood that mechanic, they could just tech out and you would just have to follow up with some kind of mix-up or something, especially with characters that don't really have like gimmicks like MUI Goku again. But you can still do it. I'm gonna show it here. It's just you need a more precise timing to do it, and you don't necessarily have to do a low sweep. You can do it again, it's just a little harder to do a stun attack because you have to kind of like time it right. So I usually just use light jabs. So to do it, you have to let's just do a sweep, and you have to wait till they get up. So whenever they get back up at the later end, whenever they get back up, you push an attack, or you land in it. You have to land the attack. So let's do a low sweep. They're getting up, and then it resets the combo, and then you can do it again. And you can do it again, and you can do it again. So you can still do it, right? And I was struggling at the beginning because I had to figure out the timing, but you can do it again. You can reset the combo. Now, I feel like it's a lot easier to counter now because there's a specific time frame that you have to land your attack, and they don't turn around yet. So it's easier for people to like super counter, because like they're gonna know, or people that like understand like that's what you have to do in order to do it, they're gonna know that you can only do it within that time, so they can try to super counter, and if you try to use a heavy attack, you can just vanish it. So obviously to get around that, you also have to do mix-ups. You also have to set them up for that. You have to be able to get behind their back to get it off. You can also do it in their front. But you know, some people do see that coming. That's why they implemented the block, so that you can block downwards, because I mean the people that basically made the game, they knew like what they were putting into. They know they were putting in low sweeps. They know they were doing like high knee attacks. I don't know what that is called, but you know what I mean. You can block down from the front to mitigate that, and there's just so much defensive like things in this game that it kind of overshadows offense in a way. Even with the nerfs, I still believe that the defense is a lot more prominent than the offense. There's a lot of way to get out of things. Obviously, like again, it's not something you can always rely on, because the people actually know what you're doing. They know the mechanics of the game. And I believe that those are the people that deserve to be in the higher ranks, because they actually put in the time and effort to like learn what these attacks do, how to counter it, etc., etc. I do believe back then though, whenever people kept doing the low sweep over and over and over and over, like that in my opinion was cheesy. Like the person doesn't know how to get out of it. Although that is still a skill issue, I'm not gonna lie. But you know that and you keep doing it, so you keep them in place. Now it kind of does change a little more in the high ranks. Not everybody in the high ranks knew how to counter it, but in the low ranks it was like super cheesy. It was super cheesy. You could keep doing it and they wouldn't be able to get out of it, so you just get free damage off like nothing. Now I'm just concerned with the change because let's say people find another way to extend their combos and you can also counter them. It kind of gives off this vibe that if they see that somebody can extend their combos, they will patch it. And I don't like that because you're going to make the game boring. You just are going to make the game boring. Everybody knows how to do these things. Everybody knows like what like how to do the 3 attack chain combos, but it's boring. It just is boring. It doesn't promote like diverse play styles or any of the sort. Not everybody wants to fight the same way, and some people like to have like more saucy combos, more mix-ups, like things that give like this sense of a skill gap between the good players and the bad players. Like these players are the ones that are going to just slam people that rely on their overpowered characters, especially people that just want to try out low DP characters. I don't know. I just feel like it was unnecessary. You can still do it. It's just a little harder, and I feel like it's easier to counter now. But yeah, my opinion, obviously, I don't need to do it to win the game. I've seen people tell me that. I don't need to do low sweeps to win the game. I really don't. The game is still like really good even with the change, but I don't want to see more patches come out that affect like the diversity of playstyle. Like being able to put in inputs to do like an extended combo or to actually run hands. Not like the people that kept spamming Wild Sense or relying on their auto dodge or keep taking in damage so that they can get their auto spark just to get free damage from their ultimate, and that's the only way that they win their game. Because I'm all for the characters not being balanced, but wait, did I say okay? I'm all for it, yeah. But I'm also all for the mechanics being balanced. The mechanics of the game is what I expect to be balanced, not the characters themselves. Because each and every single fighting game has characters that do their own thing. Some characters have become meta. But the mechanics of the game were always going to be balanced. Everything affects the characters as like the next character that you fight or whatever. So, again, it's fine. It's not that serious. I can still extend combos, not just with leg sweeps but other ways, but I don't really want to show it in this video because God forbid they see it and they decide to patch it. Because why? Whenever like it takes precise timing to do these things, but you know, it's just me. But that's it. I just wanted to talk about that. The game is fine. I don't really like to think too negatively about the game. The game is fine. It's really fun to play, and I don't really like how people make dozens of videos talking smack about the game, because it kind of like gives off this like attention grabby kind of narrative. Like, yes, like there's issues with the game, of course, but you don't have to tell me that 10 times or every single video that you put out. And some people understand that, so they just make their own fighting game, or not fighting game, their own fighting, what am I talking about? No, their own fighting gameplay. Yeah, my bad. just having fun, because everybody knows what the issues are. It's fine, and the game now has even less issues than before. So overall, unnecessary change, but still a good game. And with that, I am giving my opinion. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. See you on the next one.